Now, let's discuss our Woodsman Interior Wood stain program and learn how you can use all of these products to achieve your desired results. Our Woodsman Interior Wood stain meets or exceeds the performance of all leading national brands. You can be competitive against the competition with a product line that is of higher quality and easier to use. Woodsman Interior Wood stains retail lower than Minwax and offer a complete program that can be used together to get great results. The program offers 17 stain colors along with 3 oil, 3 water, and 3 spar polyurethanes. We also have 9 poly stains that come in 2 different sheens. We have 3 lacquers and 3 water-based varnishes. For certain circumstances, we also offer a pre-stained wood conditioner and a sanding sealer. Let's start by talking about our Woodsman Interior Wood stain. Let's see how it works in this next video. So let's see what it looks like when we use some of our new Woodsman Interior stains. First, we're going to try a golden oak on a piece of oak. We're going to brush it on. We're just going to leave it set for a minute. And come back, kind of wipe it in. Look how beautiful that looks. So let's say we've tried some golden oak on a test sample and well, it's just, we want a little bit of red to it. So what you can do, the nice thing with Woodsman stains is you can take a little bit of that golden oak and you can just add, we're going to take red mahogany. So you can add just a little bit of red mahogany to that. Kind of stir it in. And then come back and stain your new color, your new custom color with your red mahogany / golden oak. Same thing, let it set a little bit, put it on, kind of dry, and voila. It's just a hair redder than the golden oak. Not a huge difference, and if you wanted it redder, you could also add more of the red mahogany. Our Woodsman Interior stain comes in 17 different colors, and as you got to see in the last video, you can alter those colors, and really the color selection is endless. Now, always apply the stain in the direction of the wood with either a brush or a cloth. And ideally, let it penetrate for 3 minutes, up to 10 minutes to achieve that desired color. Then take and remove that stain that did not penetrate into the wood. To darken it, just apply a second or maybe even a third coat if necessary. Don't sand in between coats and allow at least an hour in between those coats. Then after 2 hours, you can put your polyurethane on it. If you don't like taking time to stain your project and then coming back and putting a polyurethane on it, maybe our Woodsman Poly Stain might be for you. Our Poly Stain combines 2 steps in one, making your job faster and easier. It comes in 8 different colors in both satin and semi-gloss. The beauty of our stain line is that you may have stained your wood and now you think, gosh, I wish it was a little darker, or maybe I wish it had a little redder tint to it. You can use our poly stain to either darken it or maybe make it redder or something like that. You simply pick the poly stain that's a little darker or maybe one with a little red in it than the stain that you used and put over it. You can also do this if you've already put a coat of polyurethane on. Let's say you put on your stain and you put on a gloss polyurethane. Then you decide, well, it's too shiny. You can always come back with a satin polyurethane to change the sheen. Now, if you put on your stain in a gloss poly, but you decide, I wish it was a little bit darker, and gosh, I don't like that gloss. I wish it was a satin. You can then come back and take our satin poly stain and change both in one easy step. Let's watch this next video and see how it works.
So now we're going to talk about another product, and that is our poly stain. That is where you get a polyurethane mixed with a stain. So it's a one-step application. So for those of you that don't like to do the stain and then the polyurethane, you can do it all in one step. There's multiple colors. And so we'll show you how that looks. This is a pecan, okay? And kind of a lighter color. And I'm going to put that on our fresh wood here. And there you have it. It's kind of a reddish, so it's going to dry relatively fast. This is a gloss, okay? So we're going to let that dry for a while. Then we can come back and we're going to pretend, hey, I didn't want a gloss. I wish I had a satin. I'm going to show you where you can take our satin finish polyurethane and go over that and change the gloss, okay? Now, at the same time, we've got our board here that we had stained earlier. We're going to go over part of that with this, and it will be like you can use it like a polyurethane, okay, because it is. And the nice thing is, if I wanted that a little bit redder than what it was, I could have done the steps we did before with mixing stains, or I can come back and go with my polyurethane stain, my poly stain over it, and get not only my poly on, but I can get a different color. So all of our stains are very, very user-friendly in that they can be mixed and matched and used together.
We also offer a pre-stain wood conditioner and a pre-varnish sanding sealer. I like to think of a pre-stain wood conditioner kind of like a primer for your stain. Using the pre-stain wood conditioner allows your stain to penetrate the wood at an even rate. Some softer woods like pine don't allow the stain to penetrate evenly, which leaves that color uneven. Once you use a wood conditioner, it lets your stain penetrate into the wood, leaving a uniform color. Now apply one coat liberally, allowing to penetrate for 5 to 10 minutes, and then remove the excess with a clean cloth. You apply the stain within 2 hours of application. Now, sanding sealer is kind of like a primer for your polyurethane. It goes on and provides a smoother surface for your polyurethane, leaving a deeper shine. It works well when using a gloss polyurethane. I don't know that I'd waste my time or money if you're going to just put a satin polyurethane on. It dries in about 2 hours. You can put on your first coat of poly once it dries. Our highly durable Woodsman spar urethane is ideal for furniture, trim, paneling, doors, woodwork, and cabinets. It can be used both in interior or exterior applications. It's very durable with superior UV protection and is mildew resistant. It comes in a satin, a semi-gloss, and a gloss. It can be recoated in 2 hours and dries overnight. Keep in mind, if you're going to be putting a polyurethane on a window frame or a piece of furniture, think about using a spar urethane. It provides that extra UV protection that'll protect your wood with the sun beating down on it day after day.
So if you remember, last time we painted both of these boards, or I should say stained both of these boards with our poly stain in a gloss finish. So now let's pretend that, you know what, that gloss is just too much. We really wish we went with a satin. Well, with Woodsman Interior Stains, you can. So we're going to grab our Woodsman Spar Varnish. You can grab any of them if you wish. And so this is a satin finish, and we're going to show you how you can go back over both of these and change the sheen. So that we went right over that satin, we'll have, or that semi-gloss, we'll have the gloss here, the satin here. Now on this board, we use just the poly stain on it in a semi-gloss. So now we're going to put a coat of the satin over it. And you'll see how on both of these you can change the sheen. Now we'll take a look at it a little later once it dries, but the thing to remember is all of our Woodsman stains and polyurethanes are interchangeable. You can also take just a piece of stained wood, and we're going to just go over that with our spar. And we'll be able to see how nice that's going to look. For that matter, if you just have bare wood, you just want to kind of protect it a little bit, you can do that also with your polyurethanes. So here we get the beauty of the natural wood along with the protection of the spar varnish. Well, we're back. I promised you we'd come back and take a look at the spar polyurethane varnish, the satin, where we put it over the gloss poly stain. And as you can see, that definitely changed your sheen. As I had said before, you can put all of our products on top of each other. It's not a big deal. Remember, we also put it over some just plain stained wood along with the board that we had just put the poly stain on. Okay. Remember, poly stain does great for changing the color and adds a sheen. If you want just varnish, just a clear, you can use one of the polyurethanes. The spar polyurethane varnish is great for exterior use. Also, if you're doing windows or pieces of furniture that are going to be set near windows that are going to get a lot of sunlight, use your spar varnish. It'll help protect them and stop that polyurethane from yellowing over time.
Our oil-based polyurethane is resistant to abrasions, chipping, and cracking. It penetrates the wood to accentuate its beauty. It comes in a satin, semi-gloss, and a gloss. Now you can use it on floors, woodwork, furniture, and it dries overnight and can be recoated after 2 hours. Our water-based polyurethane dries in about 1 to 2 hours and can be recoated in about 2 hours. It comes in a satin, semi-gloss, and a gloss. You can use it on floors, gym floors, and furniture. The great thing about a water-based polyurethane is that you can put multiple coats on it in a short amount of time. Also, being a water-based poly, it will not yellow over time. Our clear lacquer is ideal for floors, woodwork, and furniture. There's no sanding between coats and it will not dull or turn yellow. It dries very quick and comes in a satin or a gloss. Dries quickly in about 10 minutes and you can recoat anytime. Do not use this over a polyurethane. Thank you for watching our video on Woodsman Interior Stains and the entire Woodsman program. Hopefully this gives you the confidence to do your next staining project and try Woodsman Interior Stains.